Do you know what happens when Formula One teammates can't stand each other? Yep, it's a total disaster. From Gasly and Ocon's fiery fights at Alpine, to the legendary drama of rookie Hamilton versus champion Alonso and Prost versus Senna, we're breaking down what zero chemistry looks like on and off the track. Grab some popcorn. This is your Formula One's version of reality TV. Alright, let's get started with one of the most famous rivalries in Formula One history. The story of Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna is like a buddy movie, except they weren't buddies, and instead of a happy ending, they crashed into each other repeatedly. Prost, the professor, was the calm, calculated one. He drove with strategy and precision, always thinking about the big picture. He didn't want to win every race. He wanted to win the championship. Efficiency was his middle name. Ayrton Senna was the opposite. He was fiery and emotional, driving with pure passion. He would always take big risks, always pushing himself and his car to the edge. For Senna, every race was a fight, and every lap was a chance to prove he was the best. So, where Prost was a chess player, Senna was the guy flipping the chessboard and yelling checkmate. In 1988, these two racing giants became teammates at McLaren. At first, it seemed like a dream team. But you know that feeling when your roommate keeps eating your snacks? That's how Prost and Senna started feeling about each other, except their snacks were race wins. By 1989, things were tense. The big showdown came at the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka. Prost was leading the race, thinking, alright, just keep it cool, I've got this. But Senna was like, cool? Never heard of it, and tried a risky move to overtake. The result? A dramatic crash. Prost calmly got out of his car, probably muttering, well, that's that. But Senna wasn't done. He got his car going again and won the race. However, officials disqualified him for cutting the corner and handing the championship to Prost. This decision made the rivalry even worse. Fast forward to 1990. Same track, same rivals, but a whole new level of excitement. This time, Senna decided to skip the pleasantries. At the very first corner, he drove straight into Prost. Boom. Both cars are out, championship settled. Senna won the championship that year, but the move sparked huge debates in the racing world. Despite all the drama, their story had a surprisingly touching ending. When Prost retired in 1993, Senna invited him to the top step of the podium after winning the 1993 Australian Grand Prix, showing that the rivalry had come to an end. Sadly, Senna died in a crash the following year, leaving Prost deeply affected. He later said, "I felt a part of me had died also, because our careers have been so bound together." Prost and Senna's rivalry wasn't just about racing. It was about pushing each other to be their best, and sometimes their worst. They gave us drama, controversy, and some of the greatest moments in Formula One history. And let's be honest, isn't that why we love it? Do you know what happens when you put two of the fastest drivers in the world on the same team? A huge success? Well, let's just wait and see. The 2007 Formula One season began with great promise for McLaren. They had two of the most talented drivers on the grid, Fernando Alonso, a two-time world champion hungry for more glory, and Lewis Hamilton, a rookie with astonishing speed and determination. It seemed like a dream team on paper. What could go wrong? Apparently, everything. From the start, Alonso expected to be the undisputed leader of the team. After all, he was the reigning champion, but Hamilton had other plans. On the track, the rookie was fearless, matching Alonso's pace and on some days, leaving him in the dust. For Alonso, it was like realizing your sidekick thought he was Batman. For Hamilton, it was just another day at the office. The tension escalated at the Monaco Grand Prix. Hamilton felt the team was treating him like the backup singer in Alonso's concert, claiming they were holding him back to ensure Alonso's victory. The FIA investigated the situation, and although McLaren was cleared of wrongdoing, the seeds of distrust were sown. Hamilton and Alonso began to see each other less as teammates and more as bitter rivals. The real fireworks came during qualifying in Hungary. McLaren had a plan, one of those I go, then you go deals, but Hamilton decided, nah, I'll just go when I feel like it. Alonso, not one to take things lying down, staged his revenge in the most dramatic way possible by holding Hamilton up in the pit lane during his final run, costing him a chance at pole position. The fallout was immediate. Alonso was penalized and dropped 5 grid positions, and McLaren was stripped of constructors' points for the race. It was like watching two kids fight over a toy while their parent loses their patience and their wallet. Then there was Ron Dennis, McLaren's team principal, trying to referee this circus. Alonso was convinced Dennis was in Hamilton's corner, and Dennis didn't exactly deny it. "We weren't racing Kimi, we were basically racing Fernando." Ouch. That's like telling one of your kids, sorry, but your sibling is just cooler. If Dennis was trying to keep the peace, he was doing a terrible job. And just when you thought McLaren's season couldn't get messier, along came Spygate. It turned out McLaren had Ferrari's 780-page document containing secret technical data. If Formula One were high school, this was like copying the smartest kid's homework and getting caught. The punishment? A record-breaking $100 million fine and getting kicked out of the Constructors' Championship. At this point, McLaren wasn't just shooting themselves in the foot, they were reloading. By the end of 2007, McLaren was in ruins. Alonso was packing his bags, and Hamilton was probably just glad he survived. Despite their immense talent, the rivalry between Alonso and Hamilton, compounded by Dennis's mishandling of the team, had turned a potential championship into a punchline. From best friends to fierce rivals, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon's journey is a Hollywood drama playing out on the Formula One stage. Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon grew up as childhood friends, racing together in Normandy, France. They were inseparable, two talented kids chasing the same dream. But as they climbed the racing ladder, things changed. What was once friendship turned into rivalry. A rivalry so intense that when Alpine announced them as teammates in 2023, fans could already smell trouble. At first, Alpine tried to present a united front, smiles for the cameras, handshakes for the fans. But anyone watching closely could see it. And then it all came crashing down. Literally. During the 2023 Australian Grand Prix, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon collided, leading to both Alpine drivers retiring from the race. The crash was dramatic, a perfect storm of miscommunication and competitive heat. It occurred during a late race restart. Gasly, running in 5th place, went off track at turn 1 to avoid contact with Fernando Alonso. As he rejoined, he moved across the track, unaware that Ocon was alongside. The resulting collision sent both cars into the barriers, abruptly ending Alpine's race, leaving the team with 0 points from a weekend that had promised so much. From there, the relationship only got worse. The tension was thicker than a wet Monaco track. In Monaco, on the very first lap, Ocon tried to overtake Gasly in a daring move. Bad idea. They collided, and Gasly left raging on the radio.
What did he do? What did he do? What did he try to attack me?
Red flag.
Gosh. The whole car is damaged now.
Ocon was out, and Gasly limped to a measly 10th place, securing only a single point for the team. A disaster for Alpine. After the race, Ocon acknowledged his mistake, stating on X, "Today's incident was my fault. The gap was too small in the end, and I apologize to the team on this one." Gasly expressed his frustration, emphasizing that such incidents between teammates are unacceptable and noting that pre-race instructions were not followed. He remarked, "It was a clear instruction from the team on what to do, what we were supposed to do, and this wasn't respected." Honestly, it felt less like a debrief and more like an episode of Formula One couples therapy. Alpine had enough. On June 3rd, 2024, they announced that Ocon would leave the team at the end of the season. The team had chosen peace over chaos. But just when everyone thought the drama was over, something unexpected happened. In Brazil, under treacherous rain conditions, Gasly and Ocon pulled off a miracle, a double podium. Ocon finished second, Gasly third. For a moment, it seemed like they could put their differences aside. The Gasly-Ocon saga is a perfect example of what happens when two fierce competitors can't find common ground. Their lack of chemistry didn't just hurt each other, it hurt the team. In Formula One, teamwork isn't just important, it's everything. Without it, even the fastest cars can't win. So, which rivalry shocked you the most? Prost versus Senna, Alonso versus Hamilton, or Gasly versus Ocon? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you love Formula One drama? Hit that like and subscribe button now, and never miss a thrilling story from the world of Formula One. See you in the next one.